Hi you guys, this is Diana and this is my week 6 update from VSG surgery. I had VSG surgery on May 23rd, 2016 under the care of Dr. Jorge Leiva at Memorial Herman Hospital. Sorry, my phone just slipped down. So I'll go ahead and get into the stats. On surgery date, my weight was 277 pounds. My current weight is 249.4, which means I had a loss of 1.8 pounds. So I thought last week was small. This week was even smaller with 1.8. I'll get into that later. With a total weight loss since surgery of 27.6 pounds. So before I get into stuff, I wanted to thank all of you guys who have subscribed, who have commented. It really means a lot to me this past week, from week 5. It really meant a lot to hear your support and your love, because it really meant a lot to me, because I allowed myself to feel a little bit, down and kind of, because as I mentioned, frustrated by my loss, but a loss is a loss, and that's what I have to remember and think about, is that yes, the weight will come off quicker after weight loss surgery. However, it's not a guarantee that it's going to come off, well, no one ever says it's going to come off, all while at the same time. It's going to come off a little bit at a week, and I just have to stay positive. I have to do what I have to do in order to see the weight come off, which means hitting my protein goals and hitting my water goals, and hopefully moving a lot more now. And it, like I was saying, it really meant a lot to me to hear the words of encouragement through you guys. And I just wanted to say a special thank you to Watch Under a Shrink, VSG Brit Brat, Donnelly VSG, Shrinking Jazzy. Your words really meant a lot to me, and it made me contemplate, just really think about why I had the surgery, and it wasn't some quick fix solution. So why am I expecting some quick fix, weight loss? So it just really helped, reset my thinking and reset, I guess, my actions in a way of what I'm doing, and kind of really thinking about what it is that I'm doing, and am I really doing everything to maximize the potential that my tool has given me to lose weight. And in doing such, I was looking at my FitnessPal, because I log in everything that I eat, and I noticed that week 5 I was consuming between, let's say, high 400s to right at 600 grams of 600. Why am I? Yeah, 90. Okay, so not 600. Sorry, math is totally not with me today. Between crap. I was thinking, I swear I have these numbers in my head and I didn't write them down, and that's probably why I'm rambling now. So it was probably between 49-ish grams of protein to maybe 60 grams of protein. Most days I was hitting 60, but not every day. So I know that's one thing that I have to improve, and that's one thing that, again, after watching my own video and reading you guys' comments, and just kind of, like I said, reset my mindset on it. I went back to all the paperwork that my nutritionist has given me, and it was 60 grams of protein was what I should have been intaking in the beginning, and now I should be between 70 and 90 grams of protein a day, and I hadn't been. So that was, my body was not wanting to let go of that extra energy that's, fat or whatever, because, sorry if it's shaky, you guys, I've just noticed I'm shaking my laptop a lot, and I just did it again because of the way that I'm balancing it. But I wanted to get better light because I noticed that my other videos, were darker. So I was trying to find a place in my house where there was more light. So that's why you're in the living room right now. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, I need to be consuming 70 to 90 grams of protein. So that has been my goal this week, for week 6, was to increase my protein. And for most days except for one day, and I'll get into why I did that one day, it was a minimum of 60, upwards of 67. I never really hit 70, but that is something that I'm going to have to be very conscious about working on. I have been hitting my water goals, so let's hope that next week is a little bit better. So this next thing that I'm going to talk about is kind of TMI again, and I kind of talked about it in week 5 video. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more this week, because last week, okay, so basically what the TMI is about is constipation, and I have mentioned before that I have irritable bowel syndrome, and I've never been constipated in my life. So being constipated for 3 days was really throwing me out of a loop. I felt like my body, it was wreaking havoc in my body. So my doctor had mentioned before, and 3 days is normal, 4 days, after 5 days, unless you're feeling pain, it'll work itself out. Or he said to try milk of magnesium, and then if it was more than 5-7+ days, then it would warrant a doctor's visit. So after feeling crappy for 2 days, on the the night before the 3rd day, I didn't sleep at all. I would be woken up by pain, and I would try to use the restroom and nothing would come out. So in the morning, I sent my little sister to the store. She got me some milk and magnesium, and you have to read the instructions, and it says 2 tablespoons, I believe. So I did 2 tablespoons, and I waited, and nothing. And you have to drink a lot of water, so I'm drinking water throughout this process. And then probably about 4 to 5 hours in, I take another 2 tablespoons, and it worked. It was not a happy feeling. It was quite painful, but all that matters is that everything got out. And so that's what leads me to this, you guys. And I'm sure maybe your surgeon told you guys to take fiber supplements or something, but mine did not. Mine did not mention anything about needing fiber. And I guess I shouldn't say my surgeon, I should say my nutritionist. I mean, she said that that's something that you might need, but it wasn't really like a big topic that we talked about, or what to do, or when to start it, or anything like that. So after the milk of magnesium did its job, I have been using Benefiber in my water. It says on here, like the instructions, I read them somewhere. Serving size. Okay, hold on. Okay, so anyways, I'm not looking for it. I'm not going to read it right now. But what I do is I put the 2 teaspoons in water, and for the days that I've been doing it since the milk of magnesium, so this is my 3rd day that I've been, no, I'm lying, 4th or 5th day that I've been using the Benefiber, and it's keeping me regular. I'm going every day since I've been using it, and I had no issue with constipation before this week. So I don't know if that's something that you're dealing with, or in case you're not at that point yet, I would talk to your dietitian and ask them how soon you can have fiber in your diet. They do have the fiber gummies, and I was tempted to use those. However, because I'm now using these as my vitamins, which are gummies, I didn't want to have two different types of gummies. I didn't want to gamble on the taste of it, whether it was too sweet or something. So I've mentioned before that I have a problem with vitamins. I have found the Centrum gummies. I take 2 a day. They're not very sweet, so they work for me. My surgeon suggested I not use gummies until later. I don't remember exactly when. But what I do is I suck on these until there's nothing. Like, I don't chew them down and then like swallow them. No, I just suck and suck and suck and suck and suck on them until they completely dissolve, and I haven't had any problems with them, and I feel better. I feel like it's not like I feel energy better, but like mentally I feel better knowing that I'm taking something as a vitamin instead of nothing. So that's that. So I kind of mentioned that we need, as weight loss surgery patients, we need to eat our protein, drink water, and of course at some point exercise, whatever type of exercise you want to do. And I mentioned in my week 5 video that I haven't really been doing much of it, and a lot of it has been out of fear, that I didn't want to like stress out my body or get dehydrated or anything like that. But after week 5, I really put it in the forefront to walk 2 miles a day, just for now. And this week I did it 4 days out of the 7. 2 days I didn't do it because I was dealing with constipation and feeling like death. And then the other day I just had a lot of stuff to do. So I walked. I did a lot of walking, but it wasn't 2 miles without stopping at a I don't want to say fast pace, but because I'm not at the pace that I was before surgery. Before surgery, I used to walk a mile, and depending on how hard I was pushing myself, between 15 and 17 minutes, which isn't that great, but I noticed that right now the mile will take me 20 to 25 minutes to do. So I'm just working on building up that pace back again. And a suggestion I have, it's not really a suggestion, it's more like a public service announcement. It's summer, you guys. It will depend. I'm videotaping this in the summer. I don't know if you're watching it when it's summer, type of thing, but it's summer here, and I live in Houston, and we have temperatures of like 96, feels like 108. I did a very stupid thing, and I decided, so let me preface this by saying, I knew that I had to, just from watching other videos, I knew that it was in my best interest to drink some water and have a protein shake before I did some exercises, just because I cannot remember whose video they were, but I remember watching them when I was pre-op, and them saying that they had gone out and they had passed out, or that they were extremely dehydrated, that they almost passed out, type of thing, and I was afraid of that. So I made sure I woke up early enough, drank some water, drank my protein shake, and I was out the door by 9. That's kind of early for me right now in the summertime. I'm a teacher, you guys, so I'm used to waking up at like 5:30 every morning in the summer. Getting out the door at 9 o'clock is early. So I was out the door by 9. In Houston weather, it was about 90 by 9 o'clock. It took me, so I did my first mile, and I was quite proud of myself for that mile. I did it probably like in 25 minutes. The next mile took me more than 30, maybe 40 minutes. I could feel like I was gonna die, and I walked around my neighborhood, type of thing, and there was a couple of like shortcuts that I could do in order to come home and not finish my mile. But I kept thinking, Diana, you're making excuses for yourself. You just need to keep going. And I didn't take a shortcut. I finished the 2 miles. But when I was coming into just walking from the mailbox to the driveway, I was dragging my feet. I came in the house and I just pretty much collapsed because I didn't take water with me, and because of the heat. So this is my PSA for you guys. drink water. Take water with you. Don't work out when it's really hot outside, with the like temperatures of 100 plus. So these other days I've been going to the mall. And I'm a mall walker now. And yeah, I just walk, 2 miles at the mall, and then I do more than 2 miles, but 2 miles non-stop type of thing. And then as I'm walking, if I see something cute, or my little sister's been going with me, we'll go and we'll stop at a store or something like that after I do my walking. But that has really helped me in feeling like I'm doing something to help get rid of all of this. But that's one thing that I'm going to ask my nutritionist when I go see her next Tuesday, is how much. Okay, like, it's kind of like, okay, I'm already not hitting 70 grams, and I'm not supposed to be doing 70 to 90 grams of protein. So like, I just want to know, like, how much protein do I have to consume once I start working out? Because hopefully when I go see her on Tuesday, I'll get released and I'll be able to start working out, start going to the gym. Before surgery, I did water Zumba and water aerobics type of thing. I really, really enjoyed that, and I can't wait to get back into the pool and start doing some of those things that I used to do. And I'm really, really excited. But the other part of me is kind of scared, as in, am I going to be burning too many calories and not consuming enough? Because that was the other thing that I know that matters in this weight loss. Before surgery, you're all about keeping your calories down and not exceeding, your dietary restrictions or dietary whatever. It's like 1,000 or 1,500, I don't know, some number that you're supposed to stay between to stay healthy and blah 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 blah. Before surgery. Well, after surgery, it's all about intaking calories and making sure you stay with a certain range of calories. And as of like right now, my nutritionist hasn't exactly told me what my calorie range should be. It's just more about consuming your protein and the calories will follow type of thing. And this week, that's why I was saying 600s or something, because that number was in my head. This week I've been trying really hard to consume 600 plus calories. I've never gotten to 700, but it's all between like 609 to 670. Yesterday was 680 calories. But on those days where I'm almost hitting 700 calories a day, it feels like a job, where I am like constantly eating, constantly thinking about what I need to eat. And it feels so backwards, because I guess before surgery you keep thinking about food, but you keep telling yourself you can't eat it. And after surgery, at least for me, I'm constantly having to remind myself to eat something, to stay on top of my protein, to stay on top of not so much my water, because I always have my water bottle with me, but it is something that the eating and having the calories in and having the protein in is something that you have to work towards, and that I'm working towards, and that I need to get better at. But yeah, I really am excited to start going to the gym and just feeling more productive, I guess, and feeling like I'm actually contributing to my weight loss versus just the sleep, because that is one thing that I am feeling. Like, all the weight loss that I've had so far, whether it was the 1.8 of this week or the 27.6, since surgery, which is fantastic. 6 weeks, it's almost 30 pounds. It really is a fantastic number. But I don't feel like I'm contributing to that number. Maybe because in the past, eating right was not enough. I had to exercise type of thing. So I can't wait to be able to go out and exercise and actually feel like I'm contributing towards my weight loss. Another thing that I've been doing is I know that for some people, going out to eat after weight loss surgery can seem daunting. It's something that they don't look forward to. But a lot of my teacher friends are not working because we're teachers and it's the summertime and it's the only time that we can go out and, you know, I mean, we can go out during the school year, but go out for lunch and stuff like that. And I've gone out with a lot of friends. I've gone out with my mom, I've gone out with my sister, and I've done everything from Mexican to like an American cuisine type of thing. My mom, she really wanted to go to Luby's, so we went to Luby's. We went to a breakfast place. It's called the Egg and I, and I'm really proud of myself that in these restaurants that I went to, I was able to, well, first of all, one thing that I do is I look at the menu beforehand online if possible to kind of know ahead of time what I want to order. And then when I get there, I re-look at the menu, and I've been making really good choices. It's usually a fish choice. Like I've had fish tacos and I just don't have the tortilla, I just have the fish on top and like the beans. When I went to Luby's with my mom, I had I had fish and mashed potatoes. And it's always protein first, and then if I have room for, you know, the side, then I'll have the side. If not, it's okay. The one thing that I did notice on this 2 days ago on Sunday when I went to the Egg and I, and I know what I would usually order. I would usually order their pancakes with 2 eggs and bacon. But I knew I couldn't have pancakes, so I had something from their healthy side, which was 2 eggs. What was it? 2 eggs. Your choice of meat, and I had turkey sausage. They have ranch potatoes, which are like home fries type of thing, and English muffin. So I gave the English muffin to my sister, and I had some egg, and I had one of the turkey patties. But those ranch potatoes, they were calling my name. Those were my favorite thing from that restaurant before surgery. So I allowed myself to have, you know, a couple. So I had like 2 or 3. And then I looked at them, and I had, because what I did was I got scrambled eggs. So my niece went with us, and she's 3 years old, so I split it in half, and I gave her, you know, half of the scrambled eggs, and I had the other half of the scrambled eggs, and I had a little bit of scrambled eggs left over. But then I looked at the potatoes, and I really wanted potatoes, and like I had to have that internal conversation with myself of, you could have the potatoes. There's, you know, like I said, I had like maybe 4 or 5. So what would it be, 5 or 6? But I, you know, and I had, because, you know, we all do that self-talk. You know, it's just a little bit more. It's just this, you know, and that's when it, you know, again, that whole just reflecting on what you're doing and what you're consuming. I was just like, okay, I could have, like, because I wasn't feeling full. There wasn't any discomfort, but I knew based on the amount of egg that I had left over and the amount of turkey sausage that I had left over, that I was about to get to my full level. I was like, or I could have the potatoes, and because they're heavier, and you would be able to probably just have 2 or 3 potatoes, and that was it. And I was able to be like, you know, just be like, no, the potatoes will be there. And actually, you know, I packed them up and I took them home. My mom's had some from then, but I was able to say no and just finish the egg and finish the turkey patty. And I know it sounds so silly to think, but I was really proud of myself to be able to, at that moment, say, what do you need? Is this going to help you? And decide, no, I need to finish my protein, because that is my goal, is to hit my protein goal. And the potatoes will be there for, you know, will be there on their menu forever and ever. So I can go and have them another day or not. And I guess that's, that was a kind of like a little mini victory for me, you know, being able to say no to that, because I know that was one of my biggest things, one of my biggest it's not a struggle, one of my big, anyways, one that one of my, I guess you can call it a struggle, I don't know, one of the things that I really thought about, debated before surgery, was that I've never been like a carnivore, and I'm lactose intolerant, so as much as I love dairy, I don't have it in my life. So I would have to get my protein. Yes, there's some plant-based protein, and I love beans and the legumes and all that good stuff. But most of it would have to come from meat. And I've never been a carnivore. I'm more like a carbivore. Like I had pasta and bread. I mean, like, I would seriously could consider before surgery, and like even now I kind of had like one of those like, oh, I'd love to go to Cheesecake Factory and just get their brown bread with butter. That's it. That's all I need. Brown bread and butter. That's all I need, and I'd be the happiest person alive. That's what I would look forward to whenever we'd go to the Cheesecake Factory, was their bread and butter. So yeah, I love carbohydrates. So to be able to say no to that carbohydrate at that moment and focus on consuming my protein, to me was a success, was a good thing, and I hope that in the future I continue to make those good choices. I'll move on from that to an NSV that I had. There's a movie theater that's closer to my house, that they've like redone it, but the seats, the little armrest things, don't go up and down. Like, you sit in your spot, and that's where you need to contain yourself. Contain your fat in that area, please, I think is what they were thinking when they built it. And I've gone there before surgery, and I fit in them, but they were always tight, and they would pinch. And I went to go see Finding Dory, and I was able to sit and get up, and there was no pinching, and there was no, I was able to sit in it and not feel discomfort at all. It was the greatest thing. It was really, really good. It was a really good feeling, to be able to know that, hey, you know, I am getting smaller. And like I said before in my other video, you know, take pictures of yourself, because what you see up here when you see yourself in the mirror, or even like as I've been videotaping this, what I've been seeing here and here and here and here, you know, isn't always great. Your mind plays tricks on you, you know, and I know I'm only 27.6 pounds, you know, down, and, you know, and I don't want this negative self-image, you know, to kind of continue, even though I've never really had negative self-image. Right now, as I'm losing the weight, I don't see where I'm losing it, so taking pictures really helps. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to add some pictures of me wearing the shirt that I'm wearing right now versus me before surgery when I was wearing this. So hopefully I can figure out how to do that, and it'll be at the end of this video. Well, it's been really long, so I'll let you guys go. And again, thank you so much for listening to me talk on, and thank you for your wonderful comments and your support. I really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.